luckily,
wait, what?
God. But look, I'm gonna be real. And
I mean, I appreciate
but luckily, God saved me from doing it.
So hold on. So for one thing, was your mom okay? Did she pass or anything?
No,
like
she's
that?
still alive. She's
So
staying in
still good?
Columbus, but
Okay.
she's a devil. You know, I ain't got
I
nothing
was about to
against her.
say, what's y'all's relationship like today?
Our relationship, to be honest, I tell anybody, it's like the Bloods and the Crips in the 80s.
Jesus.
That's how bad it is. So it ain't.
Damn. I mean, he described his relationship with his mom like the Bloods and the Crips. Man, let's continue, man.
Me, I get along with anybody. As long as you on my level with common sense or better, I get along with you. But if you out of there, I ain't trying to make no money, I can't hang around.
She like still kind of into like crack and stuff like that?
She stopped crack when I went to Brooklyn in 2013 when my son was born there and where my baby mama from. She stopped, just went cold turkey without going to rehab and nothing. But
that was good.
I'm pretty sure she's still an alcoholic. You know, the crack wasn't a problem. She a beg on the crack. But the alcohol, it bring the devil out of her. You know, she just do ungodly things. So, you know,
like
what? She used to get into it with my stepdad a lot. I used to wonder why I get so mad and my stepdad don't get mad like I do. Well, he was in the army for 20 years. He fought in Vietnam. So she used to tell him, that's why your ex-wife stabbed you in the top of the head. That's why she poisoned you. It done been nights growing up, when I was growing up, the living room to be looking regular before I go to sleep. But when I wake up, it look like a tornado done hit. She's so drunk, breaking pictures, breaking all that, then tell me to clean it up. So I got a lot of trauma in my life, but that's why I'm trying to make my life into a success story. And I will if God allow me to live, because the goal is to be rich by the time I'm 40. I'm 35 and a half now, January 11, you know. Got to represent for us goals.
Got some work to do, man.
Yeah, I got a lot of work. I worked on a lot of stuff.
So hold on. So tell me about this. So the same night that you shot your mom, you went to the strip club
to cut a stripper.
So this was after you shot your mom?
Yep.
And so to cut meaning to have sex or to?
Nah, to cut her with a $1.50.
So you went there to cut her?
Because I'm very vindictive. Yeah, I'm working on that. I'm trying to kill people now with my success. And
so wait, so why did you go there to cut her? What, did y'all know each other?
Yeah, she gave me a number. She was playing with my emotions. She the only stripper I've been trying to pursue. She put her number in my phone. Okay, I ain't asked for a number. One day I just went in the deep part of my wallet, gave her $20, said, look, I ain't into that lap dance shit. This whole strip club scene just turned me off. I'd rather give a woman some money to have sex, even though I never tricked out. But I gave her $20 for being a pretty strip in there. So next time I came in there, she put $20. She put her number in my phone. So, you know, we was rocking. But one time, this one dude came to the club. She ain't even hit stage. She popping on him for free. She ain't even throwing on no money. So, you know, you playing with my emotions. Then she was acting dry toward me that night. So
wait, was y'all in a relationship though?
Nah, but we was talking though.
So wait, had y'all had sex at that point?
Nah, we haven't. But she had me mesmerized because I was 27. Listen,
I'm in love with a stripper. Is that what I'm hearing right now, man?
That's how I was. C-Pain. Yeah, I got shot by Cuba. I was 27 at the time. She was 38, and she looked like she was 25. Pretty as fuck. You know how it be. You know.
So you got wrapped up in an old stripper, man.
Yeah, man. But she looked. Her body was perfect. She looked.
I get it, man.
But you know how it be. You know, it's a love thing.
So hold on, man.
Yeah.
So you let. So basically, she finessed you into thinking that you was that guy. She made you feel because to me it don't sound quite like it because
she ain't blow
y'all
my head
y'all didn't
up.
even get to the point where y'all had even slept with each other.
That's what I'm saying.
So why was you so into it to the point to where you felt like she needed to be so committed to you?
That falls under my bipolar thing. See, I didn't care. I knew your job as a stripper. I know you gonna dance on other people, but don't act dry toward me. And it was a night that other girl was talking to me, talking about how I had my shades on. So I'm like, yeah, I got my shades. I ain't even jumped down on her. But when I turned around, she looking around some other strippers, looking like, oh, he talking to somebody else. Then she sent me a text the next day talking about she don't want to talk and all that. So I'm like, man, first of all, I ain't even ask for your number. You put your number in my phone. Now, what got me off for cutting her. I was drunk. The alcohol make you tell the truth. Earlier that day, the dude who I had got his P22 from, supposed to be my partner, he called my mom and said I had his gun before I shot her. So I told the stripper, I started running my mouth, loose lips, got off track of what I'm supposed to do, give her $150 across the face. And we started talking. I said, yeah, if Lee come in here tonight, I'm going to shoot that nigga. She said, you got the gun on you now? I said, yeah. So she told the owner. I ain't even know that. You know, I'm so drunk and high on the kush of the spliff with the talks paper. And she been popping on me, like, give me lap dances while I had the gun, but she got scared. All the strippers put on their clothes back.
Hey, family. This is just like so many things going on here with this dude and the things he's saying. You know, the strange and crazy thing is this type of dude is the type of dude girls, a lot of girls right now are after. And the kind of attitude and mindset that this type of dude have is the kind of things that attract a lot of women today. Can anybody explain that? This is just mind blowing, man. This is just out of this world.
Oh, okay.
What's going on with our people, man?
Yeah, this video is definitely wild out, and it shows all the curses in Deuteronomy 28 with our people, just in this one video, man. Just in this one video.
There's so many things this dude said, and I'm just like blown away. And you know, I mean, wow. I'm just like I'm blown away, man, with the mindset, with the mind frame. In the beginning, the brother listed a whole lot of things he's dealing with, bipolar, a whole bunch of things. I can't even recall. I should have wrote it down, and I'm like, damn, these are all spirits this guy has dealing with. These are definitely all of the curses, man. So many things going on here, man. How could a relationship between your mom and her son, you know, get like this? I know a lot of times women get this way with their daughters. You know, it's like a kind of jealousy sometimes with the moms and the daughters. But with the sons and the moms, normally, you know, mom can do no wrong. But like this brother says, mom is a devil. And their relationship is like the Bloods and the Crips. You shoot your mom 4 times. I mean, she survived. She is straight up gangster. But yeah, this thing has so much scriptures in here, man. And this is not even the video that I was going to show, you know, to kind of just pass the time until the teacher logs in. Is the teacher logging already?
Yeah, Miyachaahlah is already here.
Oh, yeah. Oh, sorry, King. I didn't mean to hold you up, brother.
Salaki, Ella, do your thing. I'm here learning something else too.
I mean, it's just like, you know, sometimes I look at these types of videos. This guy is in Atlanta and he does street interviews with a lot of people who are homeless and all different types of people. And this was just one of those videos that just like, damn. I mean, off the rip, this guy is dealing with so much spirit to get to the place where you like shoot your mom. It's like, you know, it's kind of crazy. This guy was taking, you know, they were giving this guy drugs at a young age to control his behavior. You know, a lot of these things are seriously addictive. Like you said, taking the Adderall, the prescription drug, one of the prescription drugs was like taking cocaine, right? And it takes you to a place where you don't even eat, right? The drug is messing you up so much that you don't even eat. It's crazy, man. You know, this is you know, parents provoking their children to wrath. This is not raising your child um, according to the Lord. You know, train up a child in the way that he should go. This is death and life in the power of the tongue. This is anger. This is a city without walls. You know, not controlling your spirit. This is anger is bound up in the heart of a fool. This is going down to the place where the harlots are, thinking you're hiding, but you're going into a place of death. There's so much scriptures going on in this one video. It's crazy. That you would tat up your face to try to be something and show it on your face that, hey, this is demon time. Don't mess with me. I'm not the one to play with, you know, so you can see the spirits on me as soon as you see me. I ain't just saying demon time. I'm living that life. This is heavy, man. Hey, Miyachaahlah King, do your thing, man. I yield.
Elder, wow, man, all praises. Yeah, and as the elder was saying, this is a picture speaks 1,000 words. So this video speaks 1,000,000 words. And we see all the curses here that this brother is going through. All the curses. Even from when they speak about Deuteronomy 57, and she shall secretly eat her own children. What do you think she was doing? I bet you she was beating on this man as a young child, blaming things on him by his biological father, not his stepfather, but by his biological father, and had turned him that way, turned him angry. So those spirits are definitely on this brother here. And I feel for brothers like that. Coming out of a situation myself and something similar to that, but not as what he was going through, but something similar. Remember, I told you before, my mother used to hate all black men. And she used to tell me, the only good man is a dirty Caucasian, a dirty Edomite. I used to have to hear that growing up all my life. But you were the one raising these men. So you getting mad at me because of what my father was doing, my biological father was doing, and you take it out on us. By the grace of the Most High God, by way of his magnificent Son, he controlled the events of my life that brought me here. So I feel for this brother. I know exactly what he's going through. But all praise to the Most High God, Yahweh. We give all honors and glory to the Most High God. We give honors to our mighty elders and all the brothers out there who's doing the work for the Most High God. Kau Yahweh, Hayanawa, Mahamashiach Yahweh Shah. Thank you for everything that's going on. And we thank you for keeping us in your truth, keeping us strong in your doctrine, and choosing us to get out there on the highways and byways, to be that sacrifice, that living, walking waters, to show and prove, not talk it, but us to walk it each and every day we're out there. And a lot of this, what this brother is going through, it goes through with that book, The Making of a Slave, Willie Lynch. It goes through that book. Because he turned the mother into the way he wanted her to be in order for her to bring her son out like this. He destroyed the black male strong image in the household. He destroyed her. He destroyed her. And brought this young man out like this. The mother brought this young man out like this for fear of his life, not fear of his life anymore, but secretly eating the soul of her son to please her slave master, to walk in a way of the wicked society that he wants our black men to walk in this day. Gangsters, thugs, killers, disrespectful monsters on this damn earth. Can we get that real quick? Let's start off with that. Let's start off with 2 Ezra 6, 2 Ezra chapter 5, verse 8. Let's start off with that first. Because this is a monster that's walking the streets. You shoot your mother. You taking all kind of drugs. You got spirits on you that the Edomites call bipolar. What the hell is a bipolar? You talking to yourself. Your emotions go in and out. One minute you're calm, the next minute you're at 1,000. You're flipping out. See, Esau got all kind of names for these demons that are there, because he's trying to mask it and give you all kind of medicine to keep you seduced, so your body won't recuperate, your mind won't recuperate, but your soul will continue to be attacked by these demons. And when he gives you these medicines do what? Destroy your insides, killing you softly. All a part of their plan of them that hate us. Remember, he's not giving you medicine to permanently cure you. The medicine Esau gives you down the line helps kill you. People don't seem to get that. Why do our people have to take the flu shot every year? This is a common cold that's been magnified. Why do we have to take it every year? Why are you taking the coronavirus shot every 6 months to boost it back up? How come you didn't have to take the measles shots every 6 years? Or the chickenpox shot every 6 years? These are the things we have to think about when it comes to Esau.
Hey, Shalaki King. I just wanted to share some information about what bipolar is. All right, I'll put it up on the screen. The bipolar disorder is a serious mental illness that causes unusual shifts in mood, ranging from extreme highs, mania or manic episodes, to lows, depression or depressive episodes. A person who has bipolar disorder also experiences changes in their energy, thinking, behavior, and sleep.
Like we would say out in the streets, from 0 to 100. I forgot what kind of medicine they would give a brother like that to keep you sedated, to keep you nonchalant, all drugged up. Your eyes constantly looking like you're on something. I forgot what drug it was. Because I remember they was trying to give me that drug a couple of years ago for my back. So I used to get from the pain in my back every day. I had to wake up with this back pain. So I spoke to him about it. This was like in 2014 to 15. I spoke to him about it. They want to give me a drug to keep me sedated. Like, man, I'm not taking that. And they was getting angry that I didn't want to take it. So they don't have real cures for these things. If they do, they don't want to give it to us. They want our people to continue to go through these problems and to grow up and move like this young man is growing up and moving right now. Wicked. A monster. The brother got tattoos all over his face. That's a curse. He's marking himself. He don't give a damn about himself. And they tell you when you put tattoos on your body, it messes up your blood. The blood is unclean for 3 years. Imagine how many tattoos this brother got on his body. How destroyed his blood is. You don't think that's affected his mind? Doesn't the blood go to your mind, to your brain? It pumps through his heart. So his whole body, his insides and everything is torn up, destroyed. And if the drugs don't get him, the medicine will. So who's the reader for tonight?
Do we have a reader for tonight?
I don't.
Salakia, I don't know. Somebody else was gonna pick it up. If not, I can read for you, Miyachaahlah. Just give me a second to grab my swords.
I mean, this is a very painful video to watch of our brother, and he just.
What you need, read? I'll read it.
Second Esdras 5 verse 8. This is, oh man. And it pains me, like I said, I could have been on the same road that he was on if it wasn't for the Most High God.
This is the book of Second Esdras, chapter 5, verse 8. There shall be a confusion also in many places, and the fire shall be oft sent out again, and the wild beasts.
He said there shall be a confusion amongst the land. The confusion is what Esau has already done in the household, reversing the roles. He reversed the roles. Now, we're not trying to say that our women can't handle the household, but a lot of the problems, as you see, that goes on here, they can't take those kind of problems. They're not supposed to take on those kind of problems. Those kind of problems we're supposed to take on. We're supposed to go through these things. And we're not going to sit up there and do it the way that Esau wants it to be done by the Spirit of the Most High God. Now, there's a lot of brothers that are doing it that way. But as growing up and being in this brother's shoes, I was not moving the way how she would want me to move. I was not moving the way how he was moving, because I was looking at everything at a different angle. The confusion was going on there. Why is this happening? Why is she acting like this? Why is she telling me this thing? Why is she moving like this when she's drunk? That's what's going on in his mind. Why every night I have to go through these problems with my mother, not my stepfather, who was a war veteran, who was out there killing thousands of people for Esau, killing thousands of them. Not my stepfather, who had to go to sleep and see these images of these people that he was murdering for Esau. Not him, but my mother who murdered. My own flesh and blood. Continue, King.
And the wild beasts shall change their places, and the menstruous women shall bring forth monsters.
And that's what she brought forth, a monster. She turned this man, this mighty young king, she turned him into a monster. Let me see if I can get this paper up here while the brother was bringing that out. Let's see here. Let's show and prove these role reversals that this man has done to our people.
Lucky, you're gonna share screen?
Come on, Elder.
Okay, come on. I'm gonna stop sharing my screen.
Okay. I have to find the exact page. Let's see, 31. Let's see if I can find it here. Is this it? Nope. That's not it. That's close. That's not the one. That's close. That's not it. Because Esau has done he has done a heavy number on us. I mean, whew, boy. This man put some work in on us and on our people. Let's see if this is. No, that's not it. I don't want to have to take this. But it's here and it tells us that this man here, he reversed everything. He reversed everything on us. He wanted the woman to go through these problems. He wanted her to take a hold of the household, knowing that the kind of mental stress he would put on her and bring on her, knowing that he would do such a thing, and how it would drive her and a lot of weak men to madness, to drugs and everything else. He knows that. This is all part of his plan. Because remember, the devil knows the Bible, your book, better than you. Oh man, do I have to take a new picture of this? Well, I won't have to. Let's see here. That's not it. Okay, let's get Jeremiah chapter 1, verse 14. We're going to read the 15. While I continue to look for this. Because these things are very important for us to understand why our brother was going through this and why his mother was moving this way. It is all because of Esau.
This is Jeremiah. Oh, excuse me. Salakia, my brother.
Go ahead, King. You good.
This is Jeremiah chapter 1, verse 14. Then the Lord said unto me, out of the north, and evil shall break forth upon all the inhabitants of the land. 15. For lo, I will call all the families of the kingdoms of the north, saith the Lord, and they shall come, and they shall set everyone his throne at the entering of the gates of Jerusalem, and against all the walls thereof round about, and against all the cities of Judah.
And he sent through there because our people continue to break the laws of the Most High God. That's one thing we have to understand. He sent these people from the north. All these people from the north, and you will find that out in Esau Edom. Who is Esau Edom? They migrated to the north. The north is where? The Caucasian Asian Mountains. This is where the people came from. This is where the caveman has come from. He migrated there, and now the Most High God has brought him against the basis of men. And like we on the streets and we teach it, we tell our brothers and sisters, he said, if even Esau has shown you through his science that you are stronger than him, scientifically, you are the strongest man on this earth, how the hell did he put you into captivity? Don't tell me about his weapons, because they showed you what the Hamites was doing to them and Shaka Zulu with their weapons, how they overcame them. So I don't want to hear his weapons. What put you into slavery if you're stronger than these people? And you know, a lot of them, that's, I guess, what confounds them a lot. Because they don't have an answer for that. They don't have an answer for that because they still don't believe in the scriptures. So when you have questions like that and you ask them these questions and they have no answer at all, the first thing I bring out is Deuteronomy, the curses. And then I start to bring out these scriptures here. It's showing proof that the Most High God has brought them against you because you are Israel. You are the ones who have to go through. And these people always hated you from the beginning. Let's get 2nd Ezra, chapter 3, verse 26. 26 through 29.
This is the book of Second. You said chapter 3 or chapter 6?
Chapter 3, verse 26 through 29.
This is the book of Second Ezra, chapter 3, starting at 26. And all the things did even as Adam and all his generations had done, but they also had a wicked heart. And so thou gavest thy city over into the hands of thine enemy. Are their deeds then any better that inhabit Babylon, that they should therefore have a dominion over Sion? But when I come thither,
water. And you see what he just said? It was brought to us. Somebody brought these people over here towards us to fight us. Some force brought these people over here towards Zion. Whenever Zion was doing what the Most High God required, he kept everything away from us. Whenever Zion decided to go off, the Most High God, just like I said in wrestling, I used to watch wrestling too, WWE. Here comes the pain. Here comes the pain. And it would be very painful. This is not no, I spank your hand and tell you don't do it no more. No. This is not that kind of chastisement. Because as we see how hard-headed our people were, as hard-headed as they were, the Most High God had to spank our hands a couple of times in order for us to understand. Instead of keep whipping our behinds, now he got to show us through some real pain. Real pain. Cutting off your water, giving you a drought. Not eating you, things like that he was doing. Nah. He said, that's not what is going to get Israel's attention. If I put them in slavery, if I bring another nation against them that have no regard for your young or your old or your elderly, then they will cry out. Then you will want to come back to me, because I've been too soft on you at certain time. You're a hard-headed, stiff-necked people. And no matter how many times I will send my prophets out to you to tell you to repent, he will turn them away. As we will also find this out in the second Ezra. It's like your money, King. Keep on going. I had to bring that up.
Verse 29. But when I came thither and had seen impieties without number, then my soul saw many evildoers in this 13th year, so that my heart failed me.
Many evildoers. And just like us right now, our heart it fails us to see our people go through and do such wicked things. It hurt us to see these things. When your eyes is opened up and you're out there pushing the word and preaching the word of the Most High God, and you see the curses live and direct on your people, you see the pain. You see it, you feel it. You feel it. Sometimes you get angry because your people are so damn hard-headed. Sometimes you cry inside because you want the best for your people. And that zeal for the best for your people is what sometimes leads us to our own selves going on. Because what I mean by that, we are not higher than the Most High God. You have to understand that. We are not higher than the Most High God. We can't understand what He knows and what He understands. So He knows this pain must be brought to our people in order for them to understand. We're like, why? Why must we go through this? Because you damn niggas don't listen. And if I continue to talk to you nicely and send my prophets to you, you still won't listen. You don't listen to them. So I see I got some work to go behind. And that's what he's been doing. Let's get 2nd Esdras, chapter 4, 12 through 18.
This is the book of 2nd Esdras, chapter 4, starting at verse 12. Then said I unto him, it were better that we were not at all, than that we should live still in wickedness, and to suffer, and not to know wherefore. He answered me and said, I went into a forest, into a plain, and the trees took counsel, and said, come, let us go, and make war against the sea, that it may depart away before us, and that we may make us more woods. The floods of the sea also in like manner took counsel, and said, come, let us go up and subdue the woods of the plain, that there also may make us another country. The thought of the wood was in vain, for the fire came and consumed it. The thought of the floods of the sea came likewise to naught, for the sand stood up and stopped them. If thou wert judged now betwixt these two, whom wouldest thou begin to justify, or whom wouldest thou condemn? I answered and said, verily, it is a foolish thought that they both have devised, for the ground is given unto the wood, and the sea also has his place to hear his flood. That was verse 19.
Now, these woods and these waters represent the other nations that want to devour us from the beginning. From the beginning. They wanted you gone. They don't want your seed to be on the earth, to rule the earth. They wanted you gone. There is nothing better on this earth than to have Israel, not even before it was Israel, to have the seed of God's people to be destroyed. There's nothing better. And they wanted that done. They wanted you out of here. Same way as they tricked our beautiful ancestor Eve with their doctrine. That was just a way of hate, of hatred. Let's get them to do stupid things. Let's start off by getting that the woman first. Because we can't get Adam to do it. Adam was a straight A student. We couldn't get him to do it. Let's see if we can get inside his woman's head and get her to do the things that we want her to do. Now, you got a lot of brothers out here bringing a lot of other retarded doctrines that she had sex with the other nations, and this is how Cain came to be. Cain is not Adam's seed, but the devil's seed. I'm like, man, our people, man. Our people. But this is what's going on out here with this doctrine. You get that from Kemet and a lot of other Muslim brothers also. They talk that crazy nonsense. And I can't understand why. But I know why, because again, a lot of them have that spirit on them that they hate their own brothers. And they hate the Most High God. These are the Pharisees, the children of the Pharisees that Yahushua was talking about. The Antichrist. Let's get Genesis chapter 25. We're going to read 1 through 7. And I had to understand why. Matter of fact, before we get Genesis, let's go back to Esdras. Second Esdras, chapter 2, verse 30. And we're going to read down to the end.
This is the book of Second Esdras, chapter 2, and verse 30. Be joyful, O thy mother, with thy children, for I will deliver thee, saith the Lord. Remember thy children that sleep, for I shall bring them out of the side of the earth, and shew mercy unto them, for I am merciful, saith the Lord Almighty. Embrace thy children until I come and shew mercy unto them, for my wells run over, and my grace shall not shall not fail. First Ezra received a charge of the Lord upon the Mount Orel, that I should go into Israel. But when I came unto them, they set me at naught and despised the commandment of the Lord. And therefore I said to you, O ye heathen, that hear and understand, look for your shepherd. He shall give you everlasting rest, for he is not at the hand that shall come in the end of the world. Be ready to reward the kingdom. Be ready to the reward of the kingdom, for the everlasting light shall shine upon you forevermore. Flee the shadow of this world. Receive the joyfulness of your glory. I testify my Savior openly.
Now, he's telling us that he's going to bring our ancestors, their spirits, back on this earth. Bringing us back on this earth, the ones that loved him, because he knew his name is only in Israel. So he's going to bring us back out. He doesn't know anybody else. See, you understand, this is why also Esau wanted the Apocrypha out of the Bible. Because a lot of them didn't understand. And at first, I didn't understand when I first read this years ago. But all praise to the Most High God, Yahweh, through his spirit, his grace, his might, his knowledge, I understood what it means. I will go to another people that have not seen me, but they will confess their sins to you. Used to get chills by reading this scripture, like, damn, we lost everything. But then when it goes down here, as the brother was reading now, he's going to bring the children of Israel back. And he's going for the ones that have known him. We got to get out here and put in this work. He's going to go and open up the graves again and bring those same people back. So who knows how many times you have been on this earth? You don't remember. I don't remember. Only thing we know of is that God comes first. This is what we know of. He's awakened our spirit, and we know that his word and his son and to do everything that he asks us to do must come first. This is what we're bound by. We haven't seen him. We haven't seen anything of the Most High God. Only thing we know is what the scriptures tell us. And what we preach to the world by his will and by his words and by his magnificent book is what comes out and it manifests. We have never seen him. We haven't seen a cloud or pillar over us. We haven't seen a fire or pillar guard us by night like a God of Israel. We haven't seen that. But yet we believe in everything that he said. Let's go to verse chapter 3. Right? And we're going to start at 31. Matter of fact, let's start at 30. Second Ezra chapter 3, verse 30. Because when he gets here, he's going to tell you he has seen the suffering of our people. And that goes with this Willie Lynch letter. Because in the beginning of this book, it tells you the making of a slave that they love the Bible from the King James Version. Because it taught them how to put us into slavery by doing what? Breaking the laws of the Most High God. And Ezra's seen this future of our people. He's seen this. And he was so hurt, so scared and worried so for our people, for us. Worried so for that, damn, they got to go through this. What's going to happen to my people? What's going to happen to us, my children, my ancestors? What's going to happen to the people that's called by your name? Are we just going to be wiped off the earth as worthless, as roaches, as garbage, thrown away? That's a painful behind thought to think about. Like, damn, we had the power that created everything behind us. And it's just thrown us away. We have become like spit. We have become like these worthless, garbage, nothing. Let's bring that out, King. Like an Ezra 3, verse 30. Hello?
Y'all didn't hear me. I was reading. My bad.
I thought my mic went up. I had to do some searching them up on my tablet. Uh-oh.
I had to stop. I made it to verse 33.
God, all praises, King.
Salakia. All right, this is Second Ezra, chapter 3, verse 30. For I have seen how thou sufferest them sinning, and hast spared wicked doers, and hast destroyed thy people, and hast preserved thine enemies, and has not signified it. Verse 31. I do not remember how this way may be left. Are they then of Babylon better than they of Sion? Or is there any other people that knoweth thee beside Israel? Or what generation have so believed thy covenants as Jacob?
Now, so right here, this is what also gave me hope. And it made me change my thinking because I'm like, he's asking the same questions I'm asking. Before I even got to read this far, he's asking the same questions that I was asking. Like, who else out there know of you than our people? Who? It can't be the Jewish people. It can't be Amalek. Because they don't follow none of your laws. They telling us that the Most High God said it's holy to marry a 3-year-old. It's holy to take them and have them ready for marriage for the next person at this age. This is the wickedness of these people. So I know damn well it wasn't them people. I can ask myself, who was he talking about? Sorry, continue, King.
Verse 33, and yet their reward appeareth not, and their labor have no fruit. For I have gone here and there through the heathen, and I seen that they flow in wealth, and think not upon thy commandments.
You see that? They think not about his commandments. Not at all. You don't see a Jewish man walking outside with fringes on. Like he said, bid the children of Israel to wear these fringes throughout all generations. All generations. You don't see them wearing that. You don't see none of them walking outside with fringes on. But these are the people that's supposed to be and wants to be the children of God. This is Esau Edom, who's John Hyrcanus, one of the brothers from the Maccabean estate or family, as we'll call it, has converted these people who are also known as the Colonus family, has converted these people to following our laws. And they never lost it because they never went into the kind of slavery that we went into. And they never was, how can you say it? They was never discontinued from their heritage. This is how they continue to have all the books, speak a whole different language. Because if you discontinue from their heritage, you won't know a goddamn thing. You won't know who you are, where you came from, what you're supposed to be doing. You won't know any of that. So that's how you know it's not these people also. And he said, I see they flow in wealth. These people, how the heck, where the hell do the Jewish people come out here and own diamond stores? They own diamond stores. And they charge you $500 to $600 for a floored little piece of rock. The littlest piece of rock that is floored, they charge you $500, which is worthless to them.
You want me to keep reading?
Go on, King. You keep reading.
Verse 34. Weigh thou therefore our wickedness now in the balance, and there's also that dwell the world, and so shall thy name nowhere be found but in Israel.
Salakia. So now he's telling you, nobody in this earth knows your name, or can your name be found. I can't say know your name, but nobody can say they are the children of God but Israel. Nobody. And when he mean my name nowhere be found but in Israel, he means that nobody can be called Yasharallah. You don't see the Hamites call themselves Yasharallah. Even the Israelis are not calling themselves Yasharallah. But you claim to be descendants of these people. Is that right? If you were the descendants of these people, you'd be claiming everything down to the name. Down to the name, because Israeli is not the name. That's the name of a made-up government. I'm like, yo, these things sometimes are so obvious. Do our people actually see these things? Continue, King.
Verse 35. Or when was it that they which dwell upon the earth have not sinned in thy sight? Or what people have so kept thy commandments? Verse 36. Thou shalt find.
Now he's asking. Slack it, buddy King.
Oh, okay.
Bro. So he's asking you, what other nation has kept these commandments? Now, like I said, when you walk outside and you see Amalek out there. Do you see Amalek his commandments? You don't see Amalek keeping none of his commandments, but making their own for the Talmud. Making their own. Now, they might not go out on a Saturday because of the Sabbath, but see, also, this was also a rule that all the heathens were keeping at one time. Even the Muslims to this day. They keep this same law. Not to toot the horn, but again, Israel, you were like the Michael Jordan of the Bulls. You were the Chicago Bulls. The 72-10 record, 1996 Chicago Bulls. Everybody wanted to be like Mike. To where they copied everything that you were doing. You find that out in First Esdras. Not First Esdras. First Maccabees, chapter 3, verse 48. Every time. You even find that out in Nehemiah, and you also find out in First Esdras. Where we was going back to build up the temple of the God, and what did the heathens say? They want to come and help build it. We want to worship your God like you. We want to be down with you guys. Yeah. Yeah. We want to wear the same jerseys like God. We want to put on Chicago Bulls. We want to be like Mike. We want to wear fringes. We want to wear titsits. We want to wear the head wraps. We want to walk around there with the menorahs on our chest. We want to be that way. We want to be known as we're holy also. As you go further into Esdras, he tells you, God has chosen one people, one land, one flower, one animal. Not all 300 species of animals that he made, or insects, or anything. Not all 17 nations, but one nation that he has chosen. Now, so you got to understand, when they found out that their gods are worthless and the real God on this earth is the God of Israel, the real deal Holyfield, the God of Israel. When they found that out and they realized that, there was more hatred going towards you. More hatred going towards our people. And as you will find that out later on, also. But let's continue, King. Let's read 35 to 36.
You said what scripture?
The same one, but we're gonna start back at 35 and finish at 36.
36. Okay. Verse 36. Thou shalt find that Israel by name hath kept thy precepts, but not the heathen.
Come on. It's only Israel. Israel keep the precepts. Now, when you see plenty of debates going on out there with Sakari, and they go out there and they speak up against these Jewish people from this Amalek. Amalek has no precepts. No precepts at all. Pay attention to that, y'all. Pay attention to that, Israel. Amalek has no precepts. Not even the Christians. The Christians don't have no precepts. None. No precepts at all. And I was just like, wow, these scriptures are powerful. I mean, super powerful. So powerful sometimes it blows your mind 2, 3, 4 times in a day just by reading even one scripture over and over again. It blows your mind completely because he's telling you these people don't even keep his precepts. Only Israel does. And I didn't know anything about precepts, nothing about precepts until I came to the house of Israel. Nothing. No Christian, no Muslim, no 5% nation, none of that God told me anything about precepts. But this Holy Bible, which the Israelites speak in this truth. Let's get Genesis chapter 25, 1 through 7. While our brother is bringing up that scripture, we have here, the Willie Lynch letter, the breaking process of the African woman. The breaking process. And you see what these people were doing here. You see what they were doing. And they had to run tests on you, on our women, to make sure they're submissive to them. Nobody else. Not to their men, not to the men they're raising, not to the men they're bringing about. You have to be submissive. You can't do nothing but this is the wickedness and the garbage that he has put out of our. And when I read these things, I was so hurt and angry just to see my people have to go through this. And that these people are the ones who done it to my people. And they treat my women, the best women on this earth, we try to treat them like they ain't shit. You doing this to my people? And you writing documentation on how you've done it to teach other nations how to do it. But yet my women and some of our men want to go out and have sex with them. You want to go out and bond with them. You still want these people to be safe. This is why Esau always tells the churches and tells our people to stay in the New Testament and not to indulge the Old Testament. Because we as Israelites know what's going to happen to them in Isaiah. Chapter 14, 1 verse 2 and 21. This is why everything is a setup. So they had to make sure they had to do these things to our women. Take the female and run a series of tests on her to see if she will submit to your desires willingly. What does that mean, sisters? What does that mean? You have to submit to him willingly and fulfill all his desires. Where the hell do you think you get these porno craps out here from? You have to submit to them. And this is what they've done to your ancestors. This is what they've done to your ancestors. And they've probably done this in front of the men just to show and prove. Test her in every way. Test your ass in every way. Every what you call it way. Now, I know a lot of us have seen Django, and we've seen how they had the brothers out there wrestling and fighting each other to the death. They didn't want to do it. As you look, oh man, you should have seen it in their eyes. I don't want to fight this brother. I don't want to fight my brother. I don't want to fight him. But these are the meanest, biggest brothers out there, and they got to fight to the end. Fight to the end. For the pleasure of these wicked Edomites. Test her in every way because she is the most important factor for good economics. You're just a beast to them. Another animal that they speak with from the Caucasian Asian mountains. If she shows any sign of resistance and submitting completely to your will, because you never, ever, ever in your life gave yourself to an Edomite. They never had a chance to slip or even look at your flower. Never. If she shows any signs of resistance in submitting completely to your will, do not hesitate to use the bullwhip on her to extract that last bit of bitch out of her. Plain and simple. This is what these people have done to our beautiful women, to create them to be the way that they are now. And they still want to go out there having sex with these wicked people. You still want to go out there, be hand in hand, trying to find you a number 2 pencil Edomite out there to walk around with? You still want to get that garbage, sloppy bull crap? That ain't even second rated. That's like fifth, but let's put it 17th rated, 18th rated. They're the basis of all men. If the men are the basis, what do you think the women are? So the other nations are better than them, but you want the garbage of garbage. You want that. Take care not to kill her, for in doing so, you spoil good economics. Because he had to use you to raise up the children once he destroyed the male black nigga image. The mighty black men. When in complete submission, she will train her offsprings. She will train her offsprings in the early years to submit to labor when they become of age. Look at that. Look at that. So before I go any further with this book here, let's get back here to Genesis 25 to the 1 to 7.
This is the book of Genesis, chapter 25. You say 1 through 7?
Come on, King.
Then again, Abraham took a wife. And her name was Keturah, and she bare him Zimran, and Jokshan, and Medan, and Midian, and Isbak, and Shua, and Jokshan begot Sheba, and Dedan, and the sons of Dedan were Ashurim, and Letushim, and Leomim, and the sons of Midian, Ephah, and Epher, and Enoch, and Abida, and Eldah. All these were the children of Keturah. And Abraham gave all that he had unto Isaac.
Salakia, King. You see that? Out of all the children he had, he gave everything that he had to Isaac. So you tell me again, you don't think that all those children before Isaac was angry and hate you? You weren't even born yet. Tell me, why they wouldn't hate you when their father gave everything to Isaac and not to them? Continue, King.
But unto the sons of concubines, which Abraham had, Abraham gave gifts and sent them away from Isaac his son, while he yet lived eastward unto the east country. And these are the days of the years of Abraham's life, which he lived, 160 years.
Look at that. So again, they were very angry. We were here before him. The concubines and the other children that he had, they didn't get nothing but gifts. Take them and go away. Isaac has gotten everything. It was foretold that everything will be given into Isaac. Let's turn the page. Let's get Genesis 26, 12 to 15.
This is the book of Genesis, chapter 26, 12 through 15. Then Isaac sold in that land and received the same year 100-fold. And the Lord blessed him. And the man waxed great and went forward and grew until he became very great. For he had possession of flocks and possession of herbs and great store of servants. And the Philistines envied him for all the wells which his father's servant had digged in the days of Abraham his father. The Philistines had stopped them and filled them with earth. And Amalek said unto Isaac, Go from us, for thou art much mightier than we.
Look at that. You see that? Go from us. Get away from us. Because you are mightier than us. Now, doesn't that sound like somebody who's hating on you? Or somebody that got hate in their blood? You done dig all these wells. You dig all these wells, and the Philistines have stopped them by putting earth into it. And only reason why you could do such a thing is if you got hate in your blood. This is why I tell you, this hate goes all the way back then. All the way back then, from the beginning, they always hated Adam. They hated Eve. and they hate the women of their people, which are you. This is the beginning of time.
Verse 6. Then Amalek went from Iraq and Uzza, one of his friends, and thought of his own. And said to them, "What from ye to me, seeing ye and have
people, God, jump down to 35.
verse 33. Therefore, the name of the city is Beersheba until this day. And Esau was 4 years old when he took to wife Judith, the daughter of Eri, the Hittite, and Bishon, the daughter of Elon, the Hittite, which were a grief of mine unto Isaac and to Rebekah.
Now, didn't the elder just bring out earlier how you supposed to respect and love your parents? This man knew this. He knows this. He knows this. So if he despised Jacob, but you despise them. He did everything want to go against their will, to go against that. And he did the most high God was going to give you these sins. You think you to love your own damn parents? You went against their wishes by marrying the other nations. Can you do what you do? And then you write books like about how understanding is the best thing. Therefore, we should go deeper into every other subject matter concerning what we have produced here in this breaking process of the female nigger. We have the relationship in her that you understand. She would have a strong tendency. She would have a strong tendency for uncivilized man. And she would have a tendency. Let me go to that. Because see, that's on you. That so I get the Isaiah chapter verse 12.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 3, and verse 12. As for you, all of them, oh my people, they will lead cause thee to hear, destroy the way of thy past.
They cause us terror and destroy our past.
Con.
I don't know if that's how many people that's it. People, he's still he's still all out to this is what each on the scriptures. Why do they today like all come away from the man? And you the ones doing for me. And that's what I'm doing. Is he